All right. Round two. Round two. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Amazing. Amazing. No formalities anymore. No weekly outlooks. You know how I think this is a very interesting time. Let me see. Danny G, welcome back. Jack, Boas. No plan C from the shopping mall. Amazing. Amazing. That's cool. That's cool. Judy, welcome. David. Oshiremo, I love your name. Archie. Hello, hello. Jack, Lorianne. Let's get it. Like in the meantime, I'm having my dinner. I was in back-to-back calls for I think like 9 hours straight. I think by now. So I still need to do little food. So if you hear me eating, you know why. Put some fuel in your body before you can make money again. Hey Alexandra. Hey Kiko, nice. Kiam, D Blue, Gino, Kyle, AJ, nice guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, there were a few questions that were left from the weekly outlook. I mentioned, can you please ask them again? So feel free to post them in the chat again. There's a place here close to me that makes the best steak in the world. I don't think that they win prizes, but it's just very nice. Eating it right now. A million. Okay. Alexander, same question about the SMT on ES on Anchor Daily. Can you repeat the full question? I'm sorry if you may type it again, but what do you want to know about the SMT? I see also from Matthias a question about SMTs. To give you a general rule of thumb for SMTs is the following. An SMT is only valid when there's actual displacement following it. Because what prices can do is, for example, here's an SMT with ES. It goes a little higher without any displacement, no value gap, and just goes straight down again. And what's the value of your SMT then? A divergence should be combined with more confluences. And I would say use displacement as his little brother. They need to be hand in hand. Okay. How do you trade the stronger and the weaker? So, for example, let's say this is NQ. It is. Let's say this is same low, but this is ES. So you have an SMT where NQ does not take the low, and ES does take the low. Next question: how do you treat like the weaker and the strongest in a long example like this? For example, Nasdaq did not even go back to this low. So strong is NQ. ES is weak. It came all the way back to down this low. It's the weakest one. So rule of thumb for your notes: the one that took the low is the weakest one. Same example with the high. The one that took the high is the strongest one. If you want to short, don't short the strongest one, because you want to short the weakest one. And in a long, you want to long the strongest. It's the one that didn't take the low. Let me know if this answers your question. And why NQ is currently the weakest? Well, look at what we did here. The SMT before the highs, which I called with you guys here in July. My heartbreaking short, where I was in the airplane to Vietnam, right here, where I was actually short here and got out break even before the whole 1,000 point move towards here. It was based on this SMT. The 15th of July, these are the same highs. And Q did not take it out. ES did, and Q is the weakest. ES is the strongest of the two in the run. And you see this play out right here. These are the same lows. So you see how weak NQ is compared to ES. Okay, amazing, Alexander. Good to know. All right, let me go over the other questions. Okay, hold on. I see I have advertisement enabled. That's not... Hold on, I'm going to turn off advertisement because I don't want you guys to see ads. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm turned off ads right now. What indicator do I use for having the pairs in the bottom mid? It's this one. It's called AJFX watermark. I found this by watching another YouTuber. I'm not sure which one uses as well, but it was cool. Right here. Then like when you see, for example, for example, I'm gonna write it on the chart as well. For example, you have a 4-hour busy resting here, and you were at the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes, and this is your Asian session. You're chilling, doing Asia stuff, and during London, see fair swings being created, and during like between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., let's say, you see this move happening. Accumulation, manipulation into a higher time frame array, lower time frame. Aggressive sells, aggressive buys, smart money reversal, for value gap, break or order block. That's a high probability entry because the smart money reversal was made in a higher time frame array. So your question was, seeing a value gap on 4-hour, 1-hour following is a good setup for your London session when price trades into it. Yes, I would say yes. If you mean this, like accumulation, like of course, I'm not a, this is not my best Picasso I ever made, but like accumulation, manipulation, and then after trading into that array, trading higher. Let me know if it answers your question. What's the plan of action for the 10 a.m. game? Same as always. Same as always. So Nasdaq. Let's remove the Picasso. Going to look at the 4-hour candle. Right here. Well, like just like we played the daily candle, last candle, we took out the 2 a.m. low. And we're closing above it. That means low-hanging fruit for me in the open. Hopefully will be a retracement, kind of big, 300 points, but would nice to see a retracement back to here. I hope the 10 red follow news can push us here, although it's so far away. We're trading large ranges, so who knows? Who knows? So I would say hopefully we would see this, but I honestly expect they were just gonna dump off really quickly. See if we have any imbalances in this move. No, we don't. 1 hour we don't as well. Like of course, like we had a very clean actually a Monday, a current high of the week. Could be that that's gonna be the play, and then we just go trade lower the whole week. But I'm not sure. That's why it's I want to wait Monday, see how it goes. I want to see how we open. I want to see how we open at 9:30. I want to see what news does. That's gonna give me a whole different frame on how the weekly candle could go. Because if we from the open just rocket downwards, the theory of a potential Monday high of the week at London in this 1 hour SIBI, very plausible. Later you have to talk about what's happening in the stock market. Like I'm by any means any economic expert or anything. Like there are so many smart people who know. Like I know maybe not even a percentage of what they know. What I know is based on my kindergarten economic class. No, I'm joking. But when there's lots of leverage and you see these kind of candles, this is you can call them a shakeout. So all the people that are long are getting liquidated. So there's lots of money, there's sell side liquidity being taken on all the stock markets. And that means like something could break, an economy could break, a system could break. And I mentioned the Telegram today, like watch the Big Short. In 2008, the thing that broke was the mortgage market in the US. And of course, what happens after that broke lots more stuff, but something's gonna break this time as well. Little black swan making the Fed needs to cut rates. But I think there's gonna okay. Maybe I'm gonna a little off script here, but if you see lots of war tensions, like you guys, I don't watch the news, but I know what's going to happen or not what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know what's happening. Imagine me saying I know exactly what's going to happen in the Middle East. No, no. If you see war tensions, or that's for that war, but all countries are involving, and then at the same time you see economies collapsing, I don't think you can not see those as two correlated things. I don't say they're heavily correlated, but okay, why? I don't know if you know about the relationship between China and Taiwan, about Taiwan being the only country in the world that made the chips, like for the AIs and stuff. Why would exactly at this time for example, the Taiwan economy crash like crazy? You should watch how Taiwan is crashing right now. Maybe to get some more political instability or to weaken them for enemies to come. And of course, this is a whole off script, and you can completely disagree with me here. So don't get me wrong. And I have so little information about what's actually happening, and I think everybody has no information or nobody has information. But I think there's just something weird going on. And as a trader, you shouldn't care. I'm just interested in these kind of stuff because I think it's very interesting to see what's happening inside the system. I think many of you traders feel like you looking to the system from the outside. You know people work the job and never look outside their job. They know they're running a script. They never go out of their comfort zone. Like you know the drill. Like, and I think watching how the system is correcting itself from the outside is a very interesting thing. And please correct me if I'm wrong on some things, right? Because I don't have all the details. I think many of you guys know more about this than me. And YouTube, please don't cancel me because I'm talking about Taiwan. It would be amazing. So we wait for the open. Um, this is actually nice. What's currently happening for our long idea? So if I like up here, boom. Wow, we have kind of look at this. I didn't see this before. This is what you call sell side liquidity at its finest. Look at this. Like if you ever want to see the textbook of relative equal lows, relative equal highs, clustered. Well, here we have it at a 5 minute today. I think nobody caught this move lower. I think nobody's in from um, the not professional traders like we do. Like we have this all these relative equal lows. Sorry, I confusing. Relative equal highs just before this for value gap. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I think we can come back to the 4 hour for value gap. Probably will wait on that. So that would mean the game plan will be shorting after we reach this. And if it goes higher and higher, and you know that something's gonna break, guys, we're going to short this market so hard. This is gonna be amazing. Yeah, the Nikkei, that's the Japanese stock market, fell today 12%. Imagine, imagine Nasdaq dropping 12%. Like, okay, wait, what's 12%? Let's see. Hypothetically, that would mean that the Nasdaq would be at 15,500. Imagine this candle, 15,500. Oh, just imagine how this looks like. Actually insane. This is the Nikkei, 12%. Equal lows on NQ, but yes, took that low. Um, Matthias, I don't think you see the same. If you mean like this low on NQ is this low on ES. So ES did not take that low. It's the April 18 low. And the June 3rd low that's already been taken by NQ last week on Friday. So my game plan is today is only look for shorts. I refuse to long this price action. The question is where to short from, and I'm going to let the coming like 40-ish minutes to tell me what to do. Let's see on DXY what it's up to. Like I mentioned, just see what we do at the lower. But in the meantime, how was your weekend, guys? Did you do something nice? Like, did you backtest? Did you study? Did you do something cool with your family? Anything noteworthy? I played some pickleball, really cool. Worked on some videos, create some content, make sure everything for the launch of the initial mentorship going as planned. Let me know what you guys have been up to, misbehaving in the weekend. Okay, well, what that doesn't want to load. We want to look at the UK 100. Like UK 100 also fell like crazy today. Ooh. It's a nice original consolidation when the market maker model starts. It's gonna be the target. All right, guys. I think we're gonna see a very funny open. The open is in 1 minute. Let's see. Let's see what we got. It could be that we can just get a massive dump. I'm very curious what we're going to do, actually. Alexander, but the long will be to target the staircase above. Yeah, but again, I don't want to. I rather wait out a potential long scenario and then go for the distribution short and try to long a bearish market when you actually know you're not having any chance. I picked up a cold. I'm recovering. Oh, that's not good. And I hope you're doing good right now. Make sure when you have a cold or not like feeling fatigued or any kind of physical stuff, try to dial back on your trading, or at least at your risk exposure, because it fucks with your mental game. Got back from a fortification in Germany. Nice, nice, nice. Spent time with a friend from Switzerland. It's cool. Study, went to the wiki profiles on open, high, low, close. Nice, nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. And you got a new puppy, and you didn't even show me that on our onboarding call today, Kiko. That's a shame. That's a shame. I want to see that in an hour when we're going to do teaching. Learning how to trade, amazing, that's cool. Right, we have the open. Let's see. Yeah, it's nice to take it easy, and I think that of course you never want to wish something to yourself, but if you have a cold and you're not feeling well, these are the best days to have it for your trading career. Just sit this one out. Yeah, so I'm actually trying to get a payout with my funded futures. I need 3 more winning days, and then I get a payout on their. So I actually hope to get a nice little win today. Even if it's a little scalp, I'm gonna try to push the button just to get a win. So it would be amazing if price just goes up right now. Who knows? Who knows? It looks like it. Well, not looks like it, but that's of course not the right words, but it has. This could look like a very nice market maker model. Oh yeah, you mentioned you were not at home. Okay, okay. All good, all good. I forgive you, Kiko. Yeah, I think we can see some. It's nice. Actually, insane if we can get this short in. That's so nice. If we get a short in, I still have a phase two somewhere lying around on the challenge. I'm gonna look it as well. Let me check. It would be nice that if I can cash it short today, guys. That's another 100k in the pocket. I'm sure. I'm sure. Gonna pass that phase two in one go. Okay, nice. Yeah, this wick showed its hand. We sure want to go higher. It's a very nice wick here. 930. I like that. So again, guys, I know we have a long way to go. If I'm going from 1 minute and up, like there's nothing to rebalance here. It's all just failure swings with the relative equal lows up here. So 17990 something is my lowering fruit. I'm not going to trade towards that. So yes, perhaps I'm leaving a 200-point move for dry, but I know with this market I like to short. So that means don't trade the manipulation, trade distribution. You really, how do you say that? Really disciplined about that. And if we reach this before 10 a.m., which would be crazy, then I'm ready. I'm ready to take a short before 10 a.m. and let 10 a.m. be the distribution to the downside. If it now goes up before 10 a.m., that just screams manipulation, and I'm going to capitalize on that. How do you calculate the risk for Nasdaq? I want to focus more on NQ. You can use different stuff. So you can use like a random calculator on internet, like my FX book. I use a mobile app called Stenu. It's like $10. What you also can do is play here with TradingView. And also what you also can do, and I can show that in one of the teachings in the coming weeks, you can if you set a limit order on your MetaTrader app and then set a hypothetically stop loss and hypothetically profit, you can see what your risk and reward would be with this current lot size and then change accordingly. Oh, yes, sir. We, we are actually going up. That's so nice. This feels like early Christmas. The only short-term value what I saw what we could rebalance was this one. That's cool data, Pico. Like if your Monday is your biggest losing day, just avoid it, and I think that makes sense. In the meantime, I'm going to log into my broker as well. So hold on, I'll be back in like a few seconds. All right. I was like, huh, where's my chart? But somehow it bugged me into the replay button. That's weird. What broker do you recommend? My go-to broker is EPFX. If you go to my Instagram, Red, there's in my highlights, there's a broker highlight. You can see it. Get a nice welcome bonus. Uh, Played some basketball. I'm on the fence about Apex Trader. Was my I use Apex. It's nice. Getting a payout is hard. Ice-T is back online. Yeah, nice. I saw that. I saw that. That's cool. I think Ice-T is going to dunk on everybody's face that he was right about this crash gonna happen. He's calling it for a long time. And that's really fun. I think he's gonna dunk on everybody's head. So try to think about your psychology right now. So we knew, like I mentioned here, we probably will go see higher prices, but I don't want to trade that. And I'm probably gonna miss out on that 200 point move. Well, after saying that, it already moved 200 points. Do you feel actually sad about this? Or because you left money on the table, hypothetically? Or are you actually very proud that you choose to not trade the manipulation? Probably. Maybe it's just a distribution already. No, I'm joking, but and just waited for later in the session where you actually could make more money trading the distribution candle. Think about this. Like I could have made 20K in this move easily. But I know breaching my trade plan and my rules in the long term won't make me a profitable or good trader. I hope that makes sense. No, yeah, boardroom is 10:30. Yeah, I'm new to futures with TradingView. How can I place orders with stop loss and TP on the charts, not with numbers? Right click, trade, create new order, stop loss TP. Hey, hello. Hello. Was this the move? Is this where we go short from? Look at the random 100-point drop. And now we're going up again. Yeah, the range are insane. Insane. I love this. So imagine, right? You want to short from around here. Target's going to be the low. It's a, it's a 600-point move. I only need a 1 to 3. That means I would have a stop loss of 200 points if we go to the 4-hour value gap. We don't need to, of course. But that's insane, right? I think it's a long time ago that I did a 200-point stop on Nasdaq. And if it drops, guys, and then I'm going to catch shorts. But so what does that mean? If we now drop lower and lower and lower, creating a value gap, you have an overlapping part with order block breaker. I'm afraid to press any buttons right now. Well, if you feel that way, don't do it. At 10 a.m. we read news. That's correct. Like, you know my game plan, guys. I want to short from the 4-hour value gap here. I'm not going to do that immediately. If we go all the way, we could also, of course, step into this, but I don't need price to do that. It's so insane how it drops 100 points more. Here, from 870, it drops to 700. That's a 170-point move in 2 minutes. Yeah, it is an insane day, guys. It's insane. This is actually new for me as well. These kind of ranges. A 170-point move in 2 minutes. I don't think I ever seen this. As a retracement, of course, as a displacement, of course, I've seen it, but not as like this. It's just it's going to eat that 170-point move up like in like nothing. Like it's just a 30-point retracement. So let's see what it does. All right, so it could actually happen that we're going to see before 10 a.m. That's area reached already. So remember the analysis I gave you about we touched the low of the previous 4-hour candle, but the body's close way above it. That means the next candle, the 10 a.m. candle, is gonna sweep some highs. At least this candle's high, which is gonna close in 15 minutes, and perhaps also this candle setting a nice high of the week, local high of the week. I'm not going to blindly stare at this value gap because we have lots of to rebalance here as well. So what I'm going to do then? We're almost there. I'm just going to wait for structure. Like, for value gap 1, for value gap 2, I want to see movement, displacement. But it is game time. This is how the trade is going to play out. I mentioned there's one scenario I want to take. That's this. Did I think it would actually happen? To be honest, no. I thought it wouldn't. It wouldn't trade five, 500 points in an hour. No, I didn't. I didn't. But I'm gonna make my accounts ready. There you go. So ES has a similar for value gap here, I guess. Yeah, same for value gap. Also same for value gap here. So let's see where we react from. Again, if you have big movement before news, news could do the trick to the displacement. Let's go to the minis, mini NQ. Let's see how this would look like. I need just this low. Like I want to have the Monday low being targeted. That's a huge, like I'm aware that's a huge move. For 1 to 3. Yeah, it's just insane. Probably will be this. On 3,000 and thousands. So then my stop loss will be 159. And my TP little here, somewhere here. Let the odds be ever in your favor. Happy Hunger Games, guys. Oh yeah, Deep Blue, that's an amazing addition. There were no micros, so that means your trade would actually just move a few million or you lose a few million. There's no in between. That's very funny actually. Well, here we are. Alexa, let me see what you're saying. S&T on the 50 minutes. NZD to low. With NQ. Yeah, NQ is the strongest in this move. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you're completely right, but I never trade ES. But textbook, you were right. Like these lows, NQ is stronger. Yeah, 100%. And you see that because the same per value gap, ES is nowhere near, and NQ is already here. But if it drops, like the distribution, the S&D doesn't matter anymore. Like for this move upwards, NQ was the strongest. But I think we will see some nice distribution very soon. And for both pairs, you will see the lows then. All right, you know what time it is in 6 minutes. 6 minutes less, guys. You know who is going to join our party. You know who is. He's waiting all the way down here at the lows. Alexander, but I'm looking for always the same. So what I look for is some form of liquidity sweep, but we have the liquidity sweep for the equal highs we set at London high. These ones. Then I want to see displacement with a value gap, preferably 2, then expect a big move to the downside. But we all, like I mentioned, we don't need to have that. Like we have this one as well, but we are so far. Be so strange if we now don't go to the 4 hour. Okay, we are before 10 a.m. and reaching it. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Or we're reaching it. We're still 100 points away, but looks like it. All right, 1 minute. Yeah, well, no, Pansy, you mentioned you were in a shopping center or a mall, so why not get a charger? Let's play some games. So, 4 hour candle, again, guys, I keep repeating myself. I expect the candle to at least sweep last candle's low, so that is the current like 950. Could also sweep the 990 into the value gap as a low of a high of the day, potential high of the week. If we don't make any structure there, we'll probably just go higher. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. How many to take the bet? 4 hour value gap. Let's see. Let's see. If we don't, I'm probably just going to come later. This is so insane. Okay, I'm way too early probably. So the reason I took it already was what happens most of the time is when it first wick after 10 a.m., the news wick is going to set that low of the candle. So from that point, it's just down only. Like last final push higher before that explosive move lower. That's the reason I took it already. I need to have 1,000 stop loss, by the way. My stop loss isn't good. It needs to go to 179. Oh, this is 1,000. Yeah, this it. I think you were completely right there. I think it's a very aggressive entry. And actually, this is the first time for me as well that we have these kind of explosive markets with these ranges. So, gonna try my luck and let's see. Like I mentioned, the framework I had is again trading from the 4 hour for value gap, with the 10 a.m. being the last catalyst higher before that move lower. So this be a low of the day, low of the week scenario. Oh, sorry, high of the day, high of the week. Yeah, so what Matisse says is right. So if this trade ID fails and we go straight to my stop loss, I would definitely recommend taking a potential entry around the gap here. But I mentioned before at the start stream, price doesn't need to come to the gap. I'm a price to like max came to that 4 hour for value gap. This is such a big manipulation lag already. I'm good. So we're now in that 1 minute busy. Reacting from it. Higher. Of course, it'd be nice for my trade idea if now this bullish value gap fails. A 160 point stop loss is it's so insane. It's really cool. It's really cool. So again, guys, I'm trying to repeat myself. I think this could be a high of the week. Right here, right now. If I'm wrong about that analysis, I want to see a high of the week inside that gap. But I want the 4-hour CB to be that catalyst for price to trade lower. Very aggressive entry. You see me taking it right here. Took a lot of drawdown, but I had a big stop to compensate for that. And yeah, let's see if now this bullish value gap holds or not. If it doesn't hold, it's a very big balanced price range, which price can trade lower from, like an inversion value gap. SMT at that fair value gap here, at the highs. But we are not done yet. We're not done yet. And I need for this account, I need a $300 profit at least. So when price comes all the way down here, I'm going to move my stop loss towards $300 profit. Because then I have another winning day qualifying me one step closer towards a payout. It's time for Nasdaq to die. Join the party with the Nikkei. Join the party with the DAX. Join the party with UK 100. It's time to die. It was enough manipulation. It will be very nice for my position if we disrespect this fair value gap here, the 1 minute, like the big one, the massive one. Like we're now encountering the first discount race in this area. JR, yes, usually I am. Like I want to see some form of change, like for value gap, market structure shifts, etc. The reason I didn't do that today, first of all, it's a new scenario for me, so I want to fully disclose this. This is the first time I'm seeing this kind of ranges at NQ. I actually didn't expect price to come all the way back to the 4-hour for value gap. Remember, it needed to give a, what is it, like a 500 point move to come to my entry. That is, if you have a short idea for the weekly candle, this is such an incredibly huge manipulation lag. And remember from the standard deviations, if you expect a massive down week, how good would it be to first get out early sellers? Give a nice manipulation. Take some buy side liquidity, rebalancing into a higher time frame array before making that real move, what you expect for the week. So during the weekly outlook, I mentioned for NQ, I mentioned because we have a Monday red folder and a Thursday red folder, I want Monday red folder to be a potential high or low of the week. For Nasdaq is at the high of the week. Look at the time. 2 minutes after 10. I mentioned here, high of the week. That's why I traded. And usually when we don't have these kind of crazy scenarios, it's just waiting because it's a slower market. It's just it comes up here into the 4-hour value gap. It does a change in structure for value gap 1, for value gap 2, and then I enter here. But we are in a more Wild West scenario right now, in my opinion. I hope that makes sense, JR. If you would join, I would wait for the first retracement. Let's see, I think on the 5 minute. No. Like I would say enter one of the value gaps. If you agree with my analysis, if you think this is the high of the week as well, take it now and leave your stop loss above here. Yes, your risk reward may be less, but nice, Mohammed. Nice. Like, and what I hope to transfer, like I don't need to be right in this move. Like it can go one more time up, and then I take the loss, and that's completely fine because I knew the risk of taking this trade. But it's all based on the concepts I laid out in the 2024 mentorship, like a weekly profile, how to trade news. Well, it's a profile where you could have a Monday high of the week. How does a high of the week form inside a higher time frame PD array? In this time, a premium array. That's the basis of my analysis, the fundamental of my analysis. Analysis are wrong, could be wrong. So I was able to be wrong. I mentioned here, I'm probably too early. Well, I got lucky here. Or lucky, but I'm glad it turned around here. Could have gone here, just to my stop loss and then go? Sure. So my stop loss now was correct. So my TP is just below this swing low. And maybe you guys are wondering why don't I hold towards the low here? Is you want to real the honest answer here, like the non-filtered answer is I didn't do my contracts good. Like I think I needed I was between a 2 or 3 mini or micro. But with the 2 micro, I need to have a bigger stop loss and a bigger would something like this, and it wouldn't favor my trade. So I was like, okay, let's take a smaller TP, smaller stop loss, and get that 1 to 3 in. So now I have the choice to set my stop to the $300 mark, where I have that cutoff for my winning day. I'm not going to do that right now, not yet. If we displace lower from here, then I'm down to do that. But for now, I'm not going to do it. It's too close. I don't want to be stopped out before the real move. JR, I agree with what you're saying. Like, if your trade plan says that, and you wait for a CISD or unicorn, perfect. Just wait. And perhaps it may come later. See the ranges? From here to here, 300 points. Now from here, 800. Like another, what is it? Like 100 plus points? It's so crazy. All right, guys, I'll leave the stream on for like 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Let's see in those 10 minutes what the price is gonna do. In the meantime, let's look at what DXY is doing. If it loads. Oh, a little bugged right now. All right, and Q's not done yet. No, Gene, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to micromanage my position. And I agree with you there, Lorian. I agree. I agree. Like I mentioned the reason for my entry. And this being the first time with this kind of market, I was just very curious. And indeed, like I could have now taken the entry. So, and that's going in my journal. Okay, let's look at DXY. Okay, interesting for tomorrow. Remember how we closed right now? Of course, we have some time to go. Could be nice. And it goes back one more time, then probably get stopped out, and then I'm gonna focus on something else. I want to emphasize to you guys, like, you don't need to be right all the time. I mentioned that when we were down here. I mentioned that the same. All right, guys. Any other questions aside from this Nasdaq trade? Which would you see what happens? I think this is no matter the outcome of this trade, it's like a really historic day on the charts. So congrats on actually just being here in the trade or not in the trade, doesn't matter. Like I mentioned, this gap, like we could go to that. It was my Friday break-even trade from the stream. It went like it came back here into profit, but then it came back and I was out somewhere there. NQ does what NQ does. Let it chill. Let it marinate. You're welcome, Amri. Appreciate it. How's your payout coming along? Did you already request your payout, Amri? I hadn't seen it in the Skool group yet. So tomorrow we have AOD rates. See if we can catch a nice trade on that. I think NCUSD could be a nice one, but could be a good plan to wait until you see what DXY does tomorrow. Like maybe you can get that towards that fair value gap. So Nasdaq, I take a little trade here for today, and for the rest, I'm just waiting on the sidelines. Let's see what gold does. Yeah, let's see. All right, guys, I'm going to close the stream in a few minutes. If you have some final questions, feel free to answer them. Wait, I said, feel free to ask them. I'll answer them for you. I've been in calls for too long, guys, so talking is hard after today. So bear with me for the last like 1 or 2 minutes, and then I'll be off. If you take some nice wins, don't forget them to share them in the TP Titans in the Skool group. Amazing traders are gathered here, and yeah, I'm very humbled to see so many amazing traders in one single spot. And I'm talking about the free Skool group, the Market Masters. Since today, I also added an extra group on top of this, the Inner Circle Mentorship. I talked to many of them today already in onboarding calls. I can say like one by one, incredible individuals, like insane. Like everybody has their own journey, their own story, and their own goals. And yeah, it's just I'm just really grateful, really thankful for yeah, every single one of you. Yeah, we're doing this together, growing as traders. I'm on my own level, on my own journey. You are on your own level, on your own journey, and I hope I can get you at my level very soon. I hope to achieve that both with the free group, but now also with the inner circle, so we can grow together and get the best results and changing one life at a time. And with that final note, I hope you enjoyed this stream. Also, the weekly outlook. It's an interesting week. Now you see already like all the range we're going down again. Wouldn't surprise me if we see another leg upwards. I'm just waiting and just seeing. Like I took it, no micromanaging. It's TP or stop loss. The only way when I'm going to move my stop is when it's all the way down here because I want that $300 profit for my potential payout. But otherwise, I'll just chill and let it marinate and come back tomorrow. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day, amazing rest of your week. We'll keep in touch via the Telegram, via the Skool group. And if you have any questions, post them in the Skool group. I'll see you guys later.